Minute Maid College Classic coming up this weekend, and the University of Houston, as always, will be a big part of it. And right here on CougFans.com, we're joined by the head coach of the Houston Cougars baseball program in his first year, but certainly no stranger to Cougar fans, Todd Whitting. Coach, really appreciate the time.
Sure.
You've obviously participated in this tournament before. Talk about the level of competition your guys are facing and how it kind of helps them get ready for the rest of the season.
Well, the Classic is one of the elite tournaments in the country. You know, it's been around for a long time now. It's a great tradition in the tournament. I was fortunate enough to play in it when I was assistant coach here with the University of Houston before. We played it a couple times when I was at TCU, and it's always a great field, always great competition. You know, the environment will definitely pick up for our kids this weekend. You know, we had great turnout at our first two home weekends, but it'll amp up a little bit this weekend. I know the kids and my staff are really excited.
Do you get a lot of value out of it as well, because often you get some of the cross-state rivals that you would love to play series, but you get them to come down even if it's not at your own park, and it can be beneficial from a recruiting standpoint that way?
Well, the thing that excites me about it the most is it's an NCAA championship atmosphere, and that's what I want to get our kids into. You know, whatever teams are playing in it, whether it be in-state rivals, they bring in great out-of-state teams to play. It's more about the championship environment that I want to get these guys accustomed to, and hopefully it's something that we'll be playing in every year.
As you start a brand new program, what type of habits can you start from scratch, even if it doesn't necessarily amount to wins and losses out there, but just the type of habits that you want guys to do on a day in, day out basis?
Well, the biggest thing we're trying to instill right now is attitude and effort. It started on day one with our very first team meeting, and that's something is to me that you choose to bring to the ballpark every day. And to this point, to be honest with you, through 8 games, our kids have played extremely hard. I could not ask for anything more from an effort standpoint from our ball club right now.
Give us a just kind of thumbnail sketch of the teams you'll be playing this weekend, and some of the limited film or anything you've seen on them, what you expect.
Well, you know, Baylor's always a great ball club. You know, tradition. It runs deep there in NCAA postseason play. Coach Smith has been at Baylor for a long time. He's a very well respected, a man a coach that I respect a tremendous amount. They're going to play hard. You know, Verrett's going against them game one, which is their ace. I saw him in high school. I've seen him pitch over the last couple of years, and he's a very good #1 starter. So we'll definitely have our work cut out with us with them. You know, Kentucky rolls in SEC school on Saturday. We're facing the Mayer kid. I think he has 20 punch-outs in 12 innings so far, so he's really a dominating pitcher. We'll have to do a good job of handling that. And then, of course, Texas A&M on Sunday night will be a great game. They're really pitching the ball right now. You know, I think they have under a 2 ERA through the first couple of weeks. They have a lot of returners in their lineup, and they'll bring a lot of fans with them. So it's going to be a great weekend and very tough competition.
How unique of an experience is this for you from a coaching perspective in terms of the size of your staff and not having the traditional number of arms that you would like to have, and how different is that to what you've done in the past?
Well, you know, traditionally, you know, you always have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday starter, a guy that pitches on Tuesdays. That's not going to be the case for us this year with our depth issues. We'll go Morehouse and Lewis this weekend like we have in the past 2, and we'll be TBA on Sunday. And we basically with our team, we're going to go one game at a time with our pitching. We'll throw the best guys available to win a game on any certain day, and on Sundays, whatever's left, you know, that's who we'll go with. We've been fortunate the last 2 weeks because our starters, Morehouse and Lewis, have pitched deep into games, and it's left us on Sunday with a bullpen that's ready to roll.
Do you change your approach with pitch counts at all in the early season, or just in general when you have fewer pitchers, or do you have to think of it on an individual game basis how that goes?
Well, I mean, I'll never sacrifice anybody's arm for the team, or sacrifice a kid's future. You know, Morehouse and Lewis have both pitched deep into games, but they pitch efficiently. They've come out, I think the most anybody has thrown is 85 to this point. So, you know, the pitch counts are going just like as you draw them up. You know, we'll start extending those guys out as the year goes on, but for right now, they're still at about 80, 85. You know, see how they feel. It's all about how you get to that point, too. You know, if you throw a lot of pitches early, you can't extend that pitch count too high. If he labors, you know, in the first or second inning, you may not be able to get to 80-something pitches. So it's all relevant, you know, but it is very important for us to go deep into games with our starting pitching, or the first guy out be able to get us in the latter part of the game.
You obviously do have a lot of newcomers, and you also have guys that are still looking to experience winning for the first time at this level. Do you feel like the guys are playing with confidence, and how do you instill that confidence when it maybe has been a while for guys to achieve a lot of success?
Well, like I told the team yesterday before practice, you know, through the first 2 weeks, they've gained a reputation as being a team that plays very hard. You know, throughout the state, I've had calls, you know, come in that are really proud of how the kids are playing. You know, the fans are being entertained. There's a lot of energy in our stadium right now. With that reputation comes responsibility. It's their responsibility and our staff's responsibility to make sure we go out this weekend and that be our MO, to go out and play as hard as you can. You don't always have to have the best team to win. You just got to be the team that plays the best on that day.